Hello everyone, you're welcome. This is Kingsley from Blast Channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to get a 100% free domain for your website. This domain, you can purchase it and link it to your website and make use of it for free. What I'm going to be showing there will be no need for you to enter any credit card details. So now, without further ado, let's go straight into the tutorial. Hello everyone, this is Kingsley from Blast Channel. In case you're just joining me for the first time, please click on the subscribe button and don't forget to always click on the notification bell so that you get notified each time I upload new video, or so that you be the first to be notified whenever I upload new videos. Now I'll be going to my browser where I'm going to be showing you. I'm actually using a Chrome browser. So now I'm going to go to my browser and search for Freenom. So just search for freenom.com. Just enter this address, freenom.com. So once you enter the address, you click on enter. It's going to take you to the website freenom.com. So now once you come here, in case you don't you can click on, in case you're not in this particular spot, you can click on here and click on register a domain. It's going to bring you to this particular place. So now this is where you're going to enter the particular domain you want to purchase. So now let's say for example, I want to I want to buy I want to purchase the domain, let's say my test domain. This is the domain I want to purchase. So now if I should enter this domain and click on check availability, you're going to see I have this my test domain. This domain is actually not available. You can see they are not available. That's why they're all showing not available. Okay, now let me try something else. Now let's say I want to check for something like bless me. So now let's check the availability. You can see that for bless me, it is actually available for this particular domain. You can see I have can pay zero. I'm paying $0 for any of these domains. But if I should go down, I can pay.com for it at this amount. So now let's assume I want to now pick this particular one. You can see by the time I click on this, get is telling me not available, and clicking on this is telling me not available. On this is telling me not available, not available, and if you check this too, it's telling me not available. So now how do I go about with this particular issue? So now to actually solve this, what you're going to do is to what you're going to do, let me just copy this. I'm going to search this particular domain again, and I'm going to show you something else. Now, what if I now click on paste the domain? For you to actually get this added to your cart, there are some things you need to do. You need to add now the extension. Remember this, when this was actually available, the .tk. So now to get that .tk, I'm going to add .tk to the extension. You're going to see by the time I check, now you're going to see it is yes, it is available, and I can add it to cart. But now there's something I actually want to go through the whole error so that you'll be able to and also show you how to fix this, so that you I'm actually going through this so that you'll be able to know the possible errors you're going to encounter while doing this. Now if I should click on check out now, if I should remember this is selected, and if I should click on checkout, you're going to see it's supposed to bring me to this particular. Okay, now you can see I have it here already. So as I said, in some cases when you search for this particular domain and it's not bringing you to this particular section, what you will quickly do, there's a quick fix to that. You're going to come to where you have this your lock icon. So you're going to click on it and come to where you have your site settings. You click on site settings. I'm using Chrome, that's why you're seeing this. Once you click on site settings, it's going to bring you to the site settings of this freemium.com. So now I'm going to now go to where we have pop-up and allow pop-up. You're just going to allow pop-up, then close this particular section. Then once it comes, it's going to tell you changes have been there are some changes. So you need to once you click on refresh, is going to refresh that particular page, and it's going to bring you to where you have your this particular pop-up is going to, I mean, the name you actually search for is going to now display. But if that's when you don't have this particular domain showing, so now by the after doing this, you should be able to see this particular your section, your domain should be showing this. Your page should be showing the same way I having it here. So now what you are going to now do is to, you can see here's the domain. You can see you can decide to use a different DNS. Here you can see I can decide to use a different DNS. You can now own DNS. I can decide to choose my own DNS and enter the DNS setting here, or I can use the default one from the C, which was going to give it to me. You can enter the DNS here, name server one, name server two. You can just, but I'm going to just leave this as a default and come over to where we have I'm going to come over to this particular page section and click on 12 months. I'm going to select it for 12 months. So I'll be using this particular domain completely for free for 12 months. So now I'm going to now choose continue. I'm going to click on continue and see by the time you click on continue, it's going to take you to where you're going to register, create an account. So when I click on continue, it brought me to this particular site. So you can see my review. This is the website I'm actually adding. So I can now select domain. I can now select this particular, enter the email address I want, or I can click on already. Do you have an account already? You can just sign into your account. So now I'm going to now click on this and add a new email. So you can decide to use a new email for this particular tutorial. You can decide to use a new email, but since I actually don't want to make use of this, you can decide to make use of your own main email, but I'm going to make use of a temporary email. So I'm going to just search for a temp email. Again, you can see the address I actually entered. So in case you want to use a Tels email also, you can just make use of this. So it's going to be a temp email. So I'm going to just, I don't want to make use of my main to main email address here, but this will actually still work the same way. So now I'm going to refresh. I need a new email. So let me get a different email. So emails are loading. So I can now pick this, and you can see my inbox is actually empty for this test email. So now can I come here and enter the email address I actually entered and click on verify. So once I click on verify, it's going to take me to this particular place and said an email was sent to this particular email with the details to proceed. So now once I come to this place, I'm going to now click my email is refreshing. So I'm going to wait for it. You can see I have the email is actually here. So now I can click on this particular email and close this. It's going to load up. You can see this is the email here. So I can now click on this link and verify, continue the shopping. You can see I can now, it will now request for my details. So now there's another thing I'm going to be doing. I don't want to use my real details in this particular site. You can see the country is still this. I'm going to just leave it the way it is. Now let me look for another thing. Let me search for fake US address, US address generator. Okay, let me just search for fake US address generator. So okay, random address. Now I'm picking this. So now this is an address. So you can see this address is actually from Washington State, is Washington DC. So I can now just pick this. Let me copy this, and now I'm going to select, come to where I have this and enter a name. So I might use bless, the name. Let's say I'm using bless. Let me also make use of this as blessed. Then company can leave it the way it is. Uh, Address I'm entering the address I copied. So let me just enter company is blessed me. That's the company. So I'm going to now on the city. This is the city. Put me. So on city, I'm going to enter this. On the zip code, I'm going to come here. You can see zip code and copy this. So on the zip code, enter the zip code. So on the state, now I'm going to is state is Washington DC. So I'm going to on the state, I'm going to come here and select Washington. So now I'm going to now on the phone number, you can see there's a phone number here. So I can now let me just pick any of this and make use of it. So I'm going to now click here and enter. Well, now I'm going to remove all this that from it. Now this is my email. I can now create a password. So let me just create a my password I'm going to be using. So one thing you should note, you should make sure if you're using a temp email for this because you need to be logging in with this. But as I said, I advise you to use if except you are just using it for testing to actually learn how to do it. You can now make use of your test email if it's fake email, route is temp email. But if you actually something you want to use for a long, you can make sure you use your main email to actually use an email that you actually have access to actually create this. So now you can change the email, but I'm going to click on yes, I have read the condition and click on complete order. So I can decide to save this, but for now I don't want to save this. So now I'm going to click. It's actually loading. I see it's loading. So just wait for it. It's going to load, and you can see it should take maybe a minute or so. You can see it's actually done. You can see confirmation my order has been. You can see the order code. I try to save this within it. So you can go to your client area. Once you click on go to client area, now let's go to my this and go to inbox. Let me go back to my inbox and see what I'll be having. Let me refresh this particular. You can see I'm actually done with this. So you can see when it's requesting that I log in. You can see okay, this is the email. So now remember, you always need to remember the email you are using. If not, you won't be able to have access to the account any longer. So I'm going to now log into the address using the email details actually created. So uh, enter the email and the password, and it's going to bring you to you can see hello, bless. This is the address, so you can just save this. So you can see hello blessed. This is the name I actually use. So now you can click on these services. You can see my domain. So you can click on my domain to actually see it's going to take you. Okay, let me tell asking me to log in again. So just you can see it brings me to this. When I click on my domain, it's going to bring you to this particular site. So now let's say you in case you didn't find your domain here, you can just repeat the process and register your domain again. But this time around, since you already have an account, you are not going to create a new use add your new email. So you are just going to click on login and sign up to sign into your account. Then it's going to restart this particular your domain for you. So now what if to now connect it, let's say you want to connect this particular domain to a hosting server in somewhere else, you can just come to where you have managed domain, click on this managed domain. You can see it's always telling me to log in. So when you click on manage domain, it's going to bring you to this particular site. So now you can see other tools. You can see name servers, manage name servers, DNS. So you can click on manage name server. Then I'm going to make use of custom. So you can now add the one you want to add. So you can add, let me say for example, you want to connect it to a Namecheap name server. You can add the Namecheap name server here, the name server one and the name server two, and just click on update. So that's just it. Once you do that, it might take like maybe some hours. You can see from here they are saying it might take almost 24 hours. In some cases, it doesn't even get to this 24 hours, might be maybe within 30 minutes or 1 hour or so. So, but in most cases, if it lingers too much, maybe it's just say 24 hours, your domain should be propagated. So now that's all you I wanted to show you. You can see how you can actually get the free domain to actually make use of. So in case you actually saying I don't have so have you don't need to really buy, especially when you are running something like a test. You can actually make use of this particular domain and make use link it to your website and you are good to go. So now, I believe you might have learned from this particular tutorial. In case you have any difficulty in anywhere, you can drop in the comment box below. I'll try my best to see how to answer. Until next time, bye for now.